From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll... actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Down. 185. Here we go.
Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
low. Get down. You waiting?
Shotgun now for Carr. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the gun now on third down, Carr. He is going to find Hill here. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Carr now on first down. And this one's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete.
Check 26. Right now. 808.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Here we go. Deuce right, Chief. Down. You ready? Right down.
They'll run for it with Penny. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Get set. You ready? Go. Get set.
Now this time, Carl throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. First throw now for the backup McCown. This is Gordon on the dump off. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Mostert. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
Here's McCown to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Powers through. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Suckup will put this one right through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Around the NFL, 2nd quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Carl try it again on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. Able to get away.
That's why he keeps the legs churning.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now McCown. He's got Sanu. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. On 1st down, McCown. Buying time to his left. He's to the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Suckup will put this one right through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out, and I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's Hilliard. Space to maneuver at the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll throw with McCown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
29.
In his own end zone, it's Carr going for the deep ball. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now the rookie from NC State, this is Naeem Hines. And he's got this one down to the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They run again with Hines. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
808. Hey. You got that 5-man box.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Your mind.
He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This is 3rd and goal. Now, this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far.
Right down.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded at the goal line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Mostert. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They get it to him running left, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Throwing now is McCown. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. And Suckup will put this one right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary didn't really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second down, here's Carr. And going deep for Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. McCown to throw on second down. And running with power here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, here's McCown. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Into the red zone now. It's McCown. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Now McCown. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill, 30 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
McCown now on first down. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. McCown now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first is McCown. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. McCown. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing is McCown on third down. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now McCown got to have this one. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
White Monday. 93. 93.
Shotgun now for Carr. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 44 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This is Mostert. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's McCown. Steps away to his left. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. A big